Good afternoon, this is Rich Nelson with Allendale, covering the wrap-up commodity comments. Today is Wednesday. This is October 27th of 2010. Kind of a big day today. Didn't seem like it from just the initial closes. Corn up 5.5, beans up 3.5, and wheat up about 9.25. Those are the last trades. But in terms of the effect on the trade psychology, today was a big day. Keep in mind for corn, this is the second highest close of this entire uptrend. Though we didn't put in new highs, we didn't have any big days like that, this was the second highest close of this uptrend for corn. So that certainly was some important to keep in mind here as far as that end. Over on the soybeans, another important day. Even though we only closed up 3.5 for the last trade, keep in mind during the morning we were down 20 cents. Also some neat facts about today. We did put in new highs for this uptrend here today. In addition, this was the new highest close of this uptrend for soybeans. Certainly for corn and beans, these were important numbers and important days to watch here. Over on the wheat, can't say much as far as anything neat, some neat stats like that, but overall, this was a successful day for grains. The trade started out lower, and they rebounded, and were able to close stronger here. In terms of news, the main thing we can point to for the corn, keep in mind we do have those that large snow system over the northern northwest corn belt right now, covering all of the Dakotas and in addition a good chunk of Minnesota here. Snow is going to hit 1 to 4 inches. Keep in mind on top of the rain, on top of the winds yesterday and today, 30, 40 miles an hour, along with the snow, you will have people starting to talk about some potential field losses. Keep in mind, they are still harvesting up there, and one of those states is only 55% harvested as of Sunday. So there is still corn in that field, which probably is getting damaged right now here. Over in the soybeans, one thing we can point out is, we just started out lower today. We were down 20 cents at one point during the day's trade. This bull market needs to be fed, and the fact that China hasn't bought for 2 days in a row now maybe is concerning a little bit here to some people. Overall, though, we're not too concerned here in the big picture. Over on the wheat, as far as main focus we can look at right now, the simple fact is those plains, they do want some rain. They're actively planning for wheat ground right now, but a lot of these producers would like to see some extra rain come in and maybe get them not back to normal, but at least give them something to start, have a good start with for this new crop here. So the fact we don't have any rain scheduled at all until mid next week for a good chunk of the plains, that is a little concerning to some. Also, Monday afternoon's crop condition report said we're having the worst start for crop ratings in many years for winter wheat. So that's also one underlying point of support we can point out here for the wheat. Over in the livestock today, certainly a lower day. We got the hogs in the December contract down 82 cents. At one point, they're down $1. I want to say $1.25, $1.50 or so on that December. Even more so, even worse on the Feb contract. Today was kind of an important day to watch. The fact we did go down, we retested, and we broke temporarily those lows from last week. On the December contract, that was 67.50. Today's lows were 67.32. So we did go down there and broke those lows, rebounded a little bit here by the close. Main reasons why we're having this problem still with this hog issue, still some carryover bearishness from Friday afternoon's cold storage report, which showed we're having some problems on the export side. Also, we're looking at, in fact, Newswire continuing to hold stories on these record weights, which are now sitting here over 275 pounds on an average basis. So that's also a bearish picture. Cash hogs this morning started out kind of mixed a little bit lower, but the mid-morning run of the Iowa-Minnesota hog report showed down $1.83 for free market hogs. So certainly some pressure on there, which has lasted a little longer than we expected at this point. But for right now, bears are still in control of this market. Over on the cattle side, kind of a day of waiting, which we got some news on this cash cattle end. Trade occurred today at $100 in the plains, 100 and also some 100.5. That was both in Kansas and Texas. And that's down about $2 to $2.50, depending on the area compared to last week. So a little disappointing action as far as cash cattle. At this point, though, the trade's not quite saying we're going to restart a bearish trend or anything like that here just yet. Though yesterday's wholesale beef report showed losses for both choice and select, today actually showed some higher numbers on the mid-morning run. So at this point, we just simply got to say maybe some people were feeling a little too we're feeling this market advance a little too much here last week. In fact, keep in mind, last week's run was $5 higher on the cash capital side. So taking a little bit of that off, not too unreasonable to speak of here. Main thing I want to talk to you guys about here today is this conference we have coming up in January. We've already started our work getting prepared for this conference, not just organizing it, but also preparing the content, the stories, and the focus that we want to provide you guys here, that we want to show you guys here coming up in January. In fact, what's important right now is that we have a special pricing which goes on for our early season pricing. If you guys get signed up right now, in fact, we've got a special rate lasting only until Friday afternoon. You got a special rate which is going to save you quite a bit of money here compared to our normal rate, which starts to resume as of November 1st. So main thing I want to look at here, I want to leave you guys with here is we've got this conference coming up, a very big deal for us and certainly for all past attendees who will certainly say the same thing, and we are already starting work on it. It's not only being prepared as far as the location, plans, lunch, and all those type of things, but we've already got content already beginning to lay down here for this conference for you guys. So we try to do hard work for you so you guys get the best benefit you can once you attend here. So give us a call, 1-800-262-7538, and learn more about it. This is Rich Nelson. Hope you have a good trading day and a good trading week.